Hey guys, it's Darren. I'm back with the next interview in our Meet the Road Team video series. And we're going backwards. So we started with the newest driver to the team first, and we're working our way back up to well, I won't call them old, but the most senior drivers on the team. Next in line is Daryl Banning, which we've got right here, as you can see. And you'll see that in just a few seconds. He's sitting in his Jeep, which is very cool. So, Daryl, just take a couple of minutes. Tell us who you are, where you are, and what you do currently in terms of your driving job.
Okay, well, my name is Daryl Banning, and I reside in Tucson, Arizona. I actually just got out of the gym, so I'm in my Jeep trying to get everything done. I ended up with an extra day off, so that's cool. I drive on the Family Dollar account out of St. George, Utah. I have the awesome Miss Kemi Thomas as my account manager and a great office staff that supports her. When I first came on, Miss Ember Harrison was my driver's manager, became my account manager. Now she's our regional, so it's been a blessing to support her in her career. And I'm also a mentor on the team as well. And we travel pretty much the whole western region from Montana, Wyoming, over to California, up and down the coast. So that's what I do.
Now, this is a different kind of driving job because you actually have to unload the trailer, right? Tell us about that.
Yes, sir. Okay. So Family Dollar and Dollar Tree are a lot different. We do unload our own trailers box by box. There's no pallet jacks. There's none of that. So you could be in a trailer on average 6 to 10 hours. For the most part, it gets better, but then summer hits and it's 130, 140 degrees inside that trailer. And then we go to the other far extreme up in Wyoming, Colorado, and all the northern states, and it could be anywhere from -14 to -20. So yeah, it's a pretty intense account. I kind of weird. I enjoy it. I use those days as my my cardio days. So yeah, some of my mentees are like, you're just weird, and we all know that. But and then also too, as far as the backing goes, we have to get this big 78-foot vehicle inside of these tiny parking lots a lot of times, turn them around 180 degrees with cars flying around us because they don't really understand that we're that big. Sometimes we have to back in from the street with cars flying around us. So you really have to be able to keep your composure. And, everybody's in a hurry. So they're laying on their horns, giving you the number one sign and screaming and yelling at you, but yet they want their stuff in the store. So it's a pretty interesting account. And believe it or not, it's actually helped me kind of like, I don't want, like, I wasn't temperamental, but it's helped me become more calm because I just have to do my job. So they're actually benefit me in life. So now when the kids are crazy, I'm actually the calm one, and then I'm having to calm the wife down. So the account has benefited me in a lot of ways.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's a very challenging driving job. And, whether it's the backing, like you said, or having to unload the trailers, whether it's -10 or 110, depending on the time of the year. And in terms of the actual driving, when you guys are going up into the mountains, Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, you guys are getting up into some pretty good snow and ice too, right?
Yes, sir. And then, the one thing I forgot to mention is we do a lot of jackknifing to the blind side. And, you're going around cars, poles, obstacles all the time. So you just really have to just stay patient, get out and look a lot. And, and then the other thing, like you mentioned, then where the mental strength or the mental concentration comes in after you've unloaded all day, you got to still try to drive to a truck stop to get a shower and all that good stuff. So that's usually right there is where most of my mentees seem to struggle with, and I have to help them with it. And they have to just be able to say, you know what, I'm just too emotionally, too mentally tired to keep going. I'll get better and I'll just stay here and get a shower tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah, you got to build up that endurance both physically and mentally, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's a big deal. So, I tell people you got to put a lot of effort into it. You got to work on your discipline because your body wants to tell you one thing, your mind wants to tell you another, and you just got to really learn to override that.
That's right.
Yeah, without a
Love
doubt.
it.
And that's why, also coming with like the critical event scores and everything, it's that mental concentration. Hey, we understand you're tired, but if you can't keep yourself safe, then you know what, just pull over and start again the next day.
Mhm. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and a very, very tough, very challenging driving job. And I hear a lot of drivers who probably don't know everything about it. Just like on Facebook and stuff, we'll see drivers like, oh man, I don't want to do that. But guess what? If you put your mind to it and you really have to train for it. And if you can do it, if you can do that job, it will pay off because you
Absolutely.
guys make money, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We get paid very well. I'm so blessed to have been on this account, and in so many ways, the pay is great. The leadership from day one, like I said, Miss Ember started out as my account manager, and it's just been a great. I mean, I can't brag on much of the boss or the leader that she has been, and of course she brought on, Miss Cammy, and then she was promoted. So there's so many benefits, but like you said, and we have talked before, you got to be disciplined, daily, get really, really good at the basics. And that's really all an expert or an elite driver is somebody who has just gotten really good at the basics, but stays disciplined in those basics. I've been doing it 6 years and I still get out and go and check it out. My stores crack up because they're like, dude, you've done this, 100 times. And I'm like, yeah, but it's that one time that I don't. Who knows? I might have been a little tired. You moved the dumpster an inch or a foot and I didn't realize it. So yeah, the cone pictures and the getting out and looking, nothing replaces going. You could put all the cones you want, all the whatever barriers, but you need to get out there and physically look at it.
Yeah,
And
that's
a lot
right.
of times, sorry, I'm interrupted.
That's okay. Go ahead.
But I was just saying, a lot of times people don't understand too, and it doesn't really matter what fleet you're on. Just taking that second of getting or a minute to get out of the truck to go actually kind of helps you reset your mind and relax a little bit too. And you're actually in a better mindset when you get back into the truck, and whether you're driving forward or backwards. So I think there's a lot of merit to goaling than just getting out and looking.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Well, you came on the team in June of this year, so you've been on for about 6 months.
Yes, sir.
Love having you on the team. Just an absolute incredible, wonderful addition to the team. We're going to close this one out because we want to keep it short for you guys, but stay tuned for more from Daryl because there's a lot more to Daryl Banning than truck driving. As great as he is at driving the truck and backing up and doing these deliveries, there's a lot more to Daryl, and we're going to be hearing about that as we continue on down the road with his time on the road team. So Daryl, I appreciate you. Thanks a bunch for doing this.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.